Okay, so hello everybody, welcome to the brand new year. Okay, this is welcome to 2025. Okay, a very brand new set of year. Uh Secondary 3 normal English language. Subject code 119001. Okay, so if you are not in the correct stream, either you're secondary 3 express or you are an IP student, please watch my other friends' streams. They will cover everything you need to know about the express stream. Okay, now before we head on, let me do a formal, very formal introduction of myself. Okay, so this is a self-introduction of me. Hello everybody, my name is JC. I'm currently a private tutor with about 5 years of teaching experience, specializing in O-level mathematics. Yes, I'm qualified, so you don't need to worry about me. Okay, and I also have a few credentials as well. I have a diploma in aeronautical engineering and a bachelor in finance mathematics. But the bachelor I did it in the US, or I'll say overseas. So yeah, I'm a private candidate lah. Okay, and some nights I like to travel and read news articles, and I like to study about history, the wars, but I don't really like the current affair right now. Okay. Some dislikes are I hate being recognized in public. Okay. Please don't post any pictures of me because it'll be very embarrassing, mostly to yourself and myself. Okay. To you and me. And hates people. I also hate people who have safety negligence. Okay, as you can see on the bottom right, it says safety is our number one priority. Yeah, safety is our number one priority lah. Okay. Now, before we head on also, I need to make sure you have your materials ready. So, the things that you need are you need your rough paper and your two pens. If you all don't have, you all can pause the video and go and take note. Okay, I'll probably give you 5 seconds. Four, three, two, one. Okay, so the topic that we'll be covering today will be simple editing. Okay, because if you're wondering what topic we are covering, okay, so today I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to ace your editing section, 10 marks. Okay, 1 mark can make a lot of difference to your exam. For example, if you scored a 69 versus a 70, um, chances are that you'll miss out on your A grades. Okay, so all right, so without further ado, I shall begin the lecture now. Where is my screen? Okay. Okay, from now onwards, you'll only be saying this. Okay, this slide deck over here. Okay, now, firstly, okay, is sorry, because I did this with another class just now. Right. Section A, okay, they have given you a couple of instructions. If there's no error, you put a tick. And if the line is incorrect, you circle the word, the incorrect word, and write the correct word in the space provided. Okay, and of course, it must not change the meaning of the original sentence. Okay, okay. So let's start reading this. Okay, before that, okay, so let's start. Who knew that the history of windows for houses was so interesting? It might seem just like a pretty part of the property that lets light in and is actually a feature with a long and fascinated history. Okay, this one is the error is n and it should be but because there's a cause. Okay, this is your cause and this is your effect. Okay, cause and effect will lead to but. Okay, so you should already be thinking of other components such as but, because, as, when, yeah. All these are those that have cause and effect. Okay. Now just a side tip for you guys to take note. Tip one. Okay, I'll just say tip, yeah, tip one. Uh read and see if the original makes sense. Okay, the reason is simple because like that you can easily identify all your errors. Okay, so you're ready. So let's continue going down. Right, let's continue on. Glass has been made by mankind for many centuries, but glass windows in houses were not common at that time. The second line, it is no error. Yay, yay, can do less work. Yay. Right. Next one will be going on to the third blank. Okay, let's read again. What then? Okay, sorry, windows were not common at that time. What then did they use instead of not? The error here is was. Sorry, the were. You should change it to was, because the were here is not referring to the houses or the windows. It is referring to the glass. Okay, so I think there's no error for this one. Let's continue. Okay, next. In much, okay, everyone's favorite transparent material. In much cases, the simple answer was nothing, as a window was nothing more than a hole in the wall or roof. So this one will be not much, but such. Okay, because it doesn't happen to a big audience. All right. Okay. Next, the simple answer was nothing, as a window was nothing more than a hole in the wall or roof. Okay. This one is not some, is okay. This one is the sum here should be many because a lot of people adopted it back then. They took thin animal hides and soaked them in oil to make it as translucent as possible. This line is no error. Okay, next. Moving on to the second paragraph. So also try to label your paragraphs. Okay, so you know which paragraph you're looking at. In this case, there's two. Okay, wood and cloth was among the objects used to get a bit of privacy and to keep out the cold. Okay, wood and cloth were. Okay, the answer is were because was is for singular, were is for plural. Right? On some parts of Asia, paper windows were used instead. Home occupants also. Now, it's not on, it's in some parts because Asia is a place. On is used to describe something that is not a place. In, when I say that you are in a cold, means that, sorry, uh, let's say I say in Africa, means that I'm talking about the specific place called Africa. Okay. Okay, so I stop at also. Let's continue. Have to keep their windows, bracket, and doors pretty small to minimize the drafts and whenever possible. Okay, so let's stop at the end first. Let's see what is wrong. Okay, also had, because this is past tense, all past tense. Okay, minimize the drafts and whenever possible. Okay, this should be uh okay, this not whenever. This one should be and. Okay, the all should be and. Okay, curtains and mats further help with insulation. This is why interior was so dark back then, with the never extinguished fire providing most of the light. Any questions up to this point? If don't have, let's move on to The next practice, which I believe will be editing 2. Okay, please hold on while I get it ready. Editing 2. Okay, all these papers have all been adapted from schools of for those who don't know lah. Okay. Okay, let me resume. Where is this one? Okay. Okay, so from now on you will see a screen that looks like this. Alright. So let's start this topic. Okay, oh, sorry. Okay. So now let's start this. Let's go on. Right. So this says there's going to be like a passage that talk about the dilemma of hawker centers. Okay. Again, there are two lines with no arrows. Okay. Right. If there's no arrow, put a tick. If there's an error, circle, and then after that, try to correct it without changing the meaning of the passage. Okay. Now, let's start. Besides providing physical sustenance, okay, I'm sure you know what I'm think you all don't know what is sustenance. Okay, I'm going to write the meaning here. Okay, sustenance. Okay, sustenance is basically more of the okay, like maintain. Okay, physical maintenance. Okay, besides providing physical sustenance, food also has social cultural significance. Food is often used as the marker of identity, helping to define a culture. Okay, the first one, there's no error, at the ethnic and national level. Hawker fare, in particular, represent Singapore. Okay, this one should be represents with a S. Okay, oh, why can't I add an S? Huh? Shift a bit. Okay, presents. Okay, then you may ask me, but why represents? Okay, it's because of the word Singapore. Okay, Singapore. Okay, for those of y'all who are not from Singapore but watching this video, okay, Singapore is located right beside Malaysia. Um, basically our neighboring country. All right. Okay, let's continue. Singapore's multiracial and cosmopolitan population means multi-religious. Okay, politan means multi-religious. Okay, my writing a bit small, but I think you can see. Okay, okay, so it's multi-religious. That's what cosmopolitan means. Okay, and has, because we're talking about Singapore, right? So, and has a relatively long history. It is a source of affordable food. Okay, it is uh okay, this one we have to say that it was a source of affordable food because we are talking about the past now. Okay, of affordable food through which many rely, and hawker centers are inclusive spaces shared by people of all backgrounds. Okay, because the background here, there's an error, it should be backgrounds because you're referring to the people. Okay, people not one, not two, but multiple, right? While they are a type of cultural heritage, hawkers cannot and should not be trapped by the past. Okay, this one also no error. Very good. Okay, it should not be trapped by the okay, should not be trapped in the past because when we say that we are trapped in the past, right, it means that we have no way to get out from the past. Okay, I hope you understand now. Okay, modern hawkers must be allowed to keep up to the times, including raising prices in line with cause with cause, which seems to be a move resisting by patrons. Okay, okay, this one including raising prices in line with cost. Okay, in line with means um like I say in line of the social distancing measures means what the government has already implemented that we will follow. Okay, there should be this is to be the move because we are talking about the move that is by the patrons. Okay. Also, younger practitioners should feel free to experiment. Okay. Resisting to patrons. Okay. Because patrons is not the people lah. Okay. Also, younger practitioners should feel free to experiment with and specialize on familiar dishes. Such improvements should be accepted if hawking is to remain commercially viable. Experiment with, but specialize on familiar dishes. Okay, because younger, so they need to experiment with, but also need to specialize the familiar dishes. Okay, any questions up to this point? If don't have, let's go on to the next practice, which I believe now we should be at practice number 3, which let me get ready first. Yeah, let me get ready. Okay, we are done with 1 and 2. Let's go on to 3. Okay. Now, number 3 is one of the papers that is from my neighborhood over here. So, yeah. So, that's a side note for you guys. Okay. Sorry, because I went to switch my tabs. Okay. Now, same thing. Okay. Same thing. Okay, but this time I would like you to try and practice on your own first. Okay. This one, this practice, I will leave it to you to do it. Okay, if you want, you can take a picture and then you can tell me. Okay, so editing 3 will be for your own practice. We shall move on to editing. Okay, editing 4. Let me show you editing 4 first. Because I'm going to jump straight to number 8, 9, and 10 because they're a bit more tricky. Okay, let me show this. Okay, this is the one that I also want you all to attend. Please take a picture and yeah, let's take a picture. Probably I'll just put it like that. And all right, once you're done taking the picture, okay, let me move on from here. We are going to go jump all the way. Okay, I didn't download everything. Okay, in case you don't know. So we are going to jump to number 8. Okay, because 6, 5, 6, 7, I've done it with the other class already. Okay, let's go on to this one. Okay, now this one, same thing. Okay, but this one may be a little bit easier to spot than the rest. Okay, because this is a bit yeah. Okay, so let's read. Studies show that reading for pleasure makes a big difference to students' academic performance. But those who read for enjoyment every day performs better in reading tests than those who do not. Okay, this should be N. Okay, and those who read for enjoyment. Okay, because we're talking about the academic performance. Okay, and those who read for enjoyment every day performs better. Okay, number two is no error, so put a tick. Okay, readers also develop a broader vocabulary, increase general knowledge, and a better understanding of other cultures. Okay, also develop. Okay, because of the word also acts like the word to. So when I say to develop, okay, the develop will always be at their original tense. You cannot change the develop to developed, okay, with an ed, because it will be grammatically wrong. Okay, because to and also are special characters. Okay, moving on. Okay, and the better understanding with so many choices out there, every readers can find a book to match his or her preferences. Okay, let's start with four. Increase general knowledge and the better understanding of other cultures. With so many, okay, this one no issue. Just out there, every readers must change to reader. Okay, because it is grammatically wrong again. Okay, now let me go on to number six. Yet, this abundance of opportunity can also be too much with a good thing. Okay, there should be, however. Okay, if you write with a small letter h, it will be wrong as well. Okay, next one. Okay, but can also be too much of a good thing. Okay, can be too much with a good thing does not make sense. Can be too much of a good thing makes senses. Okay, so use tip one. Okay, this one I'll give you a hint. This one use tip one. Okay, if you all don't know what tip one is, it means you read and understand whether the original is sensible. If it's not sensible, you can immediately change. Don't need to wait. Okay, now to number eight. One way of narrowing your reading options is considering which genre appeals to you most. Another way to choose a book. Okay, now this one. Okay, one way of narrowing. Okay, for this one, all right. Now way to choose. Okay, now way to choosing a book. Okay, because another way to choosing a book, right, means you are taking a gerund from here. Okay, you all know what's gerund? Gerund is like to choosing something. Okay, a book will be to visit a bookstore. Your school library, are you sure it's your school library? The school library is not yours, it's a school library. Or online bookshops with browsed, okay, because you must browse it, right? Remember, if you find yourself not enjoying the book, you should not feel bad about selecting a different book, okay? Please hold on for a moment. I'll be leaving the seat for a little bit. Please hang on with me for a little while. Okay, I am back from settling something. Okay, let's continue with editing 9. Okay, I hope I can finish all of my 10 uploaded ones today. Let's see. Okay, all right. So this one, same thing. Let's go through it together. Oops. Okay, let's go through it. Oops. All right. Now, this passage is talking about the black hole. Okay. Now, over here. Let's start. All right. A black hole is not truly a hole. It's quite the opposite. A black hole is a place in space containing an enormous amount of mass packed very tightly together. Okay, this will be an enormous. And okay, it has the capacity to draw in most mass all the time. These objects, okay, this is no error. These objects had so much mass and therefore gravity, which nothing can escape them. Okay, okay, sorry, not which is and okay, now therefore is wrong. Okay, therefore is wrong. Okay, these objects have so much mass and the gravity that nothing can escape them, not even light. That make them some of the most extreme objects in the universe. Okay, this make them okay. That made sorry, it should be made. Okay, it should be made. Made MADE made. Okay, most black holes form after a giant star. One, okay, no error. One at least 10 times as massive as our sun runs out of fuel and collapses. Okay, as not our sun, the sun doesn't belong to us, is as the sun. Okay, okay, okay. This one, sorry, this should be have. Okay, can you all make a slight change? Thank you. Okay, a star shrinks and shrinks and shrinks. Eventually, it forms a tiny dark point. Okay, so as you can see, the star is like that. Okay, right. So today, I will most likely stop. Okay, then I'm going to go a bit faster. Shrinks and shrinks and shrinks. It eventually forms a tiny dark point. Okay, forms. Okay, this one also no error. Okay, these are known. Okay, this is known. Sorry, this is known, and then after that, you go all the way. Okay, I'm just gonna have okay, I'm gonna do all the errors over here. Okay, I will there. Let's see. Right, can okay. Now for the final bit, let's go to exercise number 10. Okay, before I run out of time. Okay, before I run short of time. Okay, let's start. with this. Okay, let me share and window and boom. Okay, let's start with this. All right, let's just start straight away. Okay, driverless cars used to be the sort of thing you would see in sci-fi films since in 2018 that are becoming a reality. Okay, okay, in sci-fi films since in 2018 they are becoming a reality. Okay, self-driving cars promises. Okay, promise. Okay, because this is self-driving car, so it should be promise. Okay, to create a kind of leisure offering passengers additional time of reading books, writing emails, knitting, practicing. Okay, practicing an instrument, and a whole lot of other diversions. Okay, it should be diversions. Ah, okay. People who previously were unable to drive themselves due to a certain form of disability, this one also no error, could experience a new kind of independence. Okay, of independency. Okay, this one is a tough one. With so much interest in driverless technology, it's easier to assume, okay, with so much interest with driverless technology, it's easier to assume that driverless cars are imminent, but they are much further away than we think. Okay, there's a difference between an A and an E. Okay, A is when you have a countable item, then is not countable item. Okay, then we think before our roads are flooded with such vehicles, manufacturers must tackle a range of technical and ethical ethical. Okay, this should be ethical. Okay, and the first one should be since the day should be uh it. Okay, that should be becoming the reality. Okay, can. So that is it for all the 10 exercises I have. Unfortunately, I don't have much time to go through everything. I will do 5, 6, and 7 in another video. Okay. Um, Other than that, okay, for the set threes who realize that this video is really very important, okay, please remember that you can try these sums, sorry, not these sums, you can try these things at home. Okay, these are really very useful when it comes to your sense of style, sense of writing. Okay, so before I leave, okay, one last thing is that um for my uploading schedule, okay, my uploading schedule will now onwards be every Friday, all right, at specific timings, which I don't know what time I'll be able to upload this, but it's okay. I'll upload a new video every Friday. Okay, and I'll be recording this because this was recorded on 17th January, which is a Friday. I will also update. Okay, I will upload every Friday from now onwards. Okay, so if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Let me put my email over here for those of you who want to send in some work. Okay, who want to send in some, okay, to send in work. Okay, please. Okay, to send in work or you want to send in any questions that you have, okay, please send it to this email over here. Okay, this is my official email. all other email addresses are closed. So please do not send to the other email addresses. Sorry, if you cannot see, let me write it in a little bit of a clearer form. Okay. Okay, this is my email address. Right. I have others, but please do not disclose them, alright? This is for your own personal safety. Okay, so for the sec threes, okay, this will be your road to N level and O level, and you will be the last batch taking the N and O levels before your juniors will be taking the standard paper. Okay, for those who are sec fours, who you are not supposed to be watching this video anyway, your N and O levels will be coming up already. Okay, which should be sometime in around May, June, July, and September. So please make sure you all study, yeah. Okay. All right. So if you all have any other questions, please let me know. Okay. Now, next video. Okay, next video, what are we doing? Next video, I'm going to touch on essay writing format. Okay, because I want to clear paper one as soon as I can. For the e-math people, I'll be studying on probability. Okay, this is for the O level people. For O level set 4. Okay, that one will probably post on uh 31st. No, sorry, not 31st. 7 February. Yeah. Okay, that will be your next chapter. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, but for our next lesson will be essay writing format, and I'll also let you all to plan an essay and write it out. Okay, for all the viewers who are watching this, if you all want to write an essay, submit to me of any topic, please feel free to send me. Okay, now that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on 31st January, which is probably next Friday. Okay, next Friday is 31st January. Happy Chinese New Year in advance, and I'll see you next time. Okay, sayonara and goodbye. Stay safe. Goodbye, stay safe, and happy Chinese New Year.